A shed update, and we are with the wide angle lens, and we're also sporting a new lapel mic, which is battery operated. It's a VidPro mic, which should make quality audio a little better, so we're going to try that for a while, and we're going to try the wide angle lens and see how well it picks up here in side the art. First up, adding another tumbler to the art, and I did this one last time, so it's really nothing new. And one thing is, I like to, my little world here, I like to have two, especially because we are in the arc itself. I like to have two of almost every model, but you know, sometimes we can't. But anyway, I actually had this on layaway. The hobby store does have layaways, and I use it a lot. I get a lot of it's a lot of ways how I can afford some kits is actually paying it off instead of one lump change, and this way I can have two model kits. Sometimes hobby stores sometimes not always cheaper than online, and sometimes the hobby store is cheaper than it is online because you got to factor in tax, shipping, and all that good stuff. And that's just the way it is. But anyway, we're adding another tumbler, which I think is a fantastic kit. Plus you get a resin bane. I mean, it's just a 2-for-1 type of model. But anyway, adding another rocket tumbler to the art. And then, of course, hobby store, I really don't look for them, but the hobby store gets them, I'll pick them up. And that is, everyone knows about my little bear collection down there. They came out with the stray black cat and the woof woof white dog, which I didn't have this one, so I had to have it. And this one's very special because this is my assistant in model kit form. So I was very happy to get the black cat bear kit, which I think they're just odd, and they're pretty cheap too. I mean, like $7, and just so much I think you can do with it. But anyway, we're adding the black cat and the my favorite now, woof woof white dog to the art. Of course, my bear pile is getting a little. I'm gonna have to probably get rid of the. Well, when I say get rid of, I have to move the completed Gundams. And I probably got a Gundam part box somewhere, because there's the original bears that started all, and I gotta add the green one. There's a purple one down there, and I'm gonna have to rearrange my little Gundam section to house the bears. But anyway, we'll be adding the cat and the woof woof dog to the art. And then they had and I bought Chopper here. And Chopper, they had kit number 1, kit number 2. This was a couple months ago, and I thought, well, I'll buy these. And you basically have to buy 5 kits to make, if you can see it there, the large Chopper model, which from One Piece. And I was like, I'll never probably get all 5. And Lord and behold, the hobby store itself had number 3, number 4, and number 5, and they were just all sitting there. So I snagged them all up. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have the whole set now, and I can make the little chopper guy at the very end here to make it complete. Which now I would like to have another set, because I would actually like to build that. The little ones, they really don't. Really have nothing for me. Of course, the little chopper, he does, but the vehicles are all right. But make the big chopper, now that's the model I'd like to do. But anyway, these were just a fantastic find, and again, they're not all that expensive either. The big one was like $15, and the rest of them are like $7 or $8, and I call that the second to cheap models from Bandai. Usually these are the cheap ones. These are like $5 or less. And but anyway, excuse me, the kits itself I think are just cool. I mean, I wish and that's Chopper. I wish they'd do other One Piece figures like Luffy and or all the females from the show. But anyway, that's another subject. But anyway, adding and I don't know the names of it. I mean, we can go Chopper Robo Super 3 Horn Dozer, Kung Fu Tracer, and the Walk Hopper, which, you know, we'll just say adding choppers, the Blue Nose Reindeer model kits to the ARC. And one vintage kit. I got this from a fellow modeler who moved away, basically retiring out of the, really can't do it anymore, and up in age and everything. But he wanted me to have this model because we were talking about it. And to be honest, the Mini Craft kit, I really thought this was a solid wood model. And when it came out in like 2005, 6, somewhere around there, I really thought, you know, it was a wood kit. And I was like, man, I really don't really want wood kits. I mean, I got a couple up here just to have, but, you know, I was like, you know, I'd get it if I got it cheap. But I did not know this. This kit is styrene. I didn't know it at all. And if I can get my come on now, work with me. Oh no, we'll get it out one-handed. There we go. It's a gorgeous kit of the ARC here. It's you know, you get the instruction manual, but it's actually a very big kit. I mean, for a boat, and it's 1/350th scale. So that was a unique, I think, a unique scale, because it goes with so many other ships over there in that scale. But anyway, fellow modeler gave this to me. I'm basically honored to have it, and I didn't know it was styrene. I would have kind of would have known that. I would have probably tracked one down earlier on to have one for the collection itself. But anyway, I think I can't thank him enough. I think it's a heavy kit too. I mean, it weighs a lot. I think it's an excellent subject, and really a fantastic kit. So and I'll say it, we're adding the ARC to the ARC. So anyway, that's what I have got going on today. It's probably daylight savings time, so we're all probably dead tired, don't know where we're at, and who knows, probably you know, but we're in the ARC. Time always stands still because it's always fun inside here. But anyway, we are adding chopper model kits, adding a woof, we're adding the black cat bear, and we're adding another tumbler, and of course we're adding another ARC to the ARC. So that's what I have got going on today, and then we'll try to do some more. Oh, that reminds me, I did, and the wide angle lens here, hopefully don't motion sickness or anything of that nature. I did decide on the Kitty Hawk, and I went ahead and kept the Intendard. And one of the reasons why I kept it is I couldn't get all the parts back in the sack, so I was like, well, I better keep the one that I didn't open. I better keep the one I did open and then send the one that I didn't touch sacks on. So anyway, I did keep that. And I always, I guess there was some big hubbub on the Kitty Hawk. They were saying I don't know, one of their plane kits was kind of inaccurate or something. I don't know. I get a big chuckle when I start reading the rivet counters complaining about model kits. But anyway, that's another subject. We'll probably make fun of them later on down the road. But anyway, that's what I have got going on today. As you can see, the pile keeps getting bigger, and I gotta come out here when it ain't cold, rainy, or whatever, and try to shove more model kits in spaces. So that's what I've got going on today. So stay tuned for the next exciting episode.